Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Naughty News. I am your host GreenLee, and I hope you all had an amazing Christmas, because I know I did. I wanted to record this a bit earlier, because I usually record, I recorded the December one last year on the 25th. Believe it or not, I literally did it after my Christmas dinner. But I was a little busy this time around, but that does not matter because it's still gonna be made and it's still gonna get put up on YouTube. It doesn't really matter how long it took me to do it, as long as it's done before December's over. I just like doing it on Christmas Day because then I can make my thing look all Christmassy. But as you can see, the studio just looks like the regular studio because I am late this schedule. But that gave me a bit more time to put more things on the script though. So there is a lot going on this month. So you're gonna have to strap in for that because there is a lot of things that happen this month. Because December is usually a big month for both gaming news and movie news. So there's a lot happening. So I think we should stop wasting time and get straight into it. So first off, in the gaming topics, we have the Game Awards. Yes, every year the Game Awards happen and they show a lot of cool things. Not everyone is there for the rewards. We all know everyone is there for the new games that are going to be announced and the games coming out next year or possibly even later in the future. I picked out a couple of the games that really piqued my interest and then the rest I threw into Quick Lash. I know we've talked about this game a lot in Naughty News recently. I think this is now 3 Naughty News in a row I've talked about this game. I just can't help it, I'm hyped for this game and the fact they showed more gameplay in the Game Awards. It is Street Fighter 6. So with Street Fighter 6 they showed a brand new trailer and they showed DJ, 2 new female characters, and JP, who is like the main villain, I'm assuming. So JP and DJ are the 2 guys that I'm really focusing on because JP just looks really cool. He looks a lot cooler than M. Bison. I think he'll be a better villain than M. Bison actually. And then DJ is just a classic. I mean, DJ's cool. The 2 female characters I personally don't really care too much about. But other than just that little trailer, they also showed the release date. And the release date is June 2nd. I can't wait for that because I'm a big Street Fighter fan, I'm a big fighting game fan. You can also pre-order it now, and you do get some pre-order bonuses like character color costumes, and I think you get like you get cool like banner pictures as well for your account in the game. There was even a closed beta 2 that happened after the Game Awards, and I sadly did not get in. I signed up for it. I didn't get into the first one either. I like it. What can you do? But Street Fighter 6, it looks amazing. It looks great. More hyped for that than I am for Tekken 8. They also showed Horizon VR for pre-order. I think it's called Call It the Mountains or something like that. But yeah, cool new Horizon VR game, and it looks very interesting. Not really much about it though, they only showed some clips. And they also showed the Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC. So that is pretty cool, and they did show a little trailer for that. I like how I'm talking about these 2 new Horizon things that are coming out, and I haven't even finished the first Horizon game. So I should really catch up on that, but I'm pretty close to finishing it. Once I do, I'm going to play through Forbidden West, and then I'm going to buy the VR game. They also shown a new game called Viewfinder. Viewfinder is a very interesting game. I've actually been waiting for something to come out for a while because I have seen like pictures on it before. And it's a puzzle game, which I don't like puzzle games usually. I find puzzle games to be very challenging for my small brain, or I just find them very boring. But Viewfinder looks very interesting because you play as like a photographer, and every time you take a picture in the game, when you look at the picture, it's just like a regular 2D picture, right? But then, when you move your character or move away from the camera, it creates a 3D space, and then you can walk on that 3D space. It's very, like, mind-screwing, but it's very cool to look at, and they can do a lot with that. There's a lot of interesting puzzles I can see that they can end up doing with this game, and it just looks fun. And I'm pretty sure it's an indie game. Could be wrong, but I think it's an indie game. And it just looks fun, right? It's a puzzle game that uses photos and very cool like illusions. It's right up my alley. It looks fun, and hopefully it comes out next year. They also showed Final Fantasy 16, and Final Fantasy 16 looks insane. It is not. There is a lot going on, and you can't just summon the big monsters and the creatures like you can in the other Final Fantasy games. You can literally become these monsters. I don't know if there's any other Final Fantasy games that do that. I haven't really been keeping up with Final Fantasy. I've only played Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 16 looks so cool, and I'm definitely gonna get it. I have to. I think it's a new story. I'm pretty sure it is a new story, so I don't think there's any characters I need to like remember or catch up on from the other games. I think it is a brand new story. I could be wrong. Atomic Heart is for pre-order. Even though Atomic Heart is, well, guess what? Neither do I. I only know from what I've seen in the trailers. And the trailers, all I can tell from the trailers is you shoot things, you can control gravity, and there's lots of really cool looking robots. Some of them are kind of golly, but Atomic Heart looks fun. However, you do not need to pre-order this game or buy it when it comes out, because if you have Game Pass, you're lucky, because this game is coming to Game Pass, and it looks very fun. You'll see gameplay on it right now. It just looks like a really crazy game. I know nothing about it, because I haven't been like keeping up with this game. I've only seen the trailers and the one they showed at the Game Awards. So all I know is you can shoot things, there's cool looking bosses, and the game just looks nuts. The new Suicide Squad game was shown at the Game Awards. There was more footage on it. There wasn't any gameplay, it was just a cutscene, but this cutscene had something very, very interesting in it, and it showed Batman in it, like an evil Batman, because the whole point of the game is the Justice League is like evil and you're killing the Justice League, you know, so on and so forth. But Batman is in fact played by Kevin Conroy, which is just 100% amazing. Kevin Conroy was one of the best Batmans. Actually, no, he is the best Batman. Sadly, he did pass away. We get to hear him one more time in this Justice League game. Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PC. Not the original, but the new one. The new one. The little remake of Last of Us Part 1. So if you sadly don't own the PlayStation, but you're interested in the Last of Us series, I would highly recommend playing Part 1 on PC whenever you get the chance, because the Last of Us show is coming out very, very soon. In fact, it's coming out in January, so it's very soon. So you better catch up and play the Last of Us Part 1, and if Part 2 is on PC, then find a way to play it. And that's all I can say, because I don't want to spoil the game or say anything about it. All I can say is it's a masterpiece, so you better play when you can. Party Animals is coming out in early 2023. The game that was supposed to come out like, what, 2 years ago now? It's finally getting somewhat of a release date of early 2023. Party Animals is basically Gang Beasts, and that's all. Like, it's Gang Beasts with animals, and it's funny. It looks like a fun game. I'm gonna play the Basement Gang if they all buy it. Its little like release date trailer was shown at the Game Awards, and I can't wait for it. It's Gang Beast with animals, with mini games occasionally, but it looks fun, and I want to play it. So hopefully time kind of speeds up a bit so I can get that. Jedi Survivor was shown at the Game Awards as well, and damn, it looks clean. It possibly might be one of the best Star Wars games of all time. I'm just saying. Now, for anyone who has not played Jedi Fallen Order, because Jedi Survivor is the sequel to that game, so if you haven't played Jedi Fallen Order, well, now you can, because in January, on PlayStation Plus, for PlayStation Plus members, it will be free. It's one of the free games of January. So, if you are very excited for Jedi Survivor, but you're like, damn, I haven't even played the first game, what am I going to do? I don't have money. Boom! You can get it for free. That's what I'm doing, because I never actually finished Jedi Fallen Order. So I'm going to get that finished, so then when Jedi Survivor comes out, I can spend so much time just playing that when it comes out. And then last but not least, for what's been going on in the Game Awards that piqued my interest, Forspoken. Yes, I've talked about this game before on Naughty News. back when it was just a little project title. Forspoken had a little trailer shown, you know, pretty cool and all that. And I was like, damn, this is just another trailer. Pretty cool, but it's just another trailer. Like, I already know when the game's gonna come out. What is this trailer gonna give me? But then, at the end of the trailer, they were like, hey, there's a demo in this game. And I was like, whoo! There's a demo. So, I haven't actually played it yet, but I'm downloading it. And I'm going to play Forspoken demo, see if I like it, and if I do, then that game is going to be in my account. This game was supposed to come out on my birthday, on the 30th of October, but it didn't. It got delayed to next year. So I'm just going to be playing the demo in the meantime. But that's really it for Forspoken. It's made by Square Enix, and it's Julio. And that does it for the gaming topics. I'll talk about the rest of the gaming news that was not said in Quick-Lash. Now we're on other news. So, starting off, the Mario movie had its second trailer, and there was also a full clip of the movie in the Game Awards. It was cool. I don't know what else to say other than it was really, really cool, because I'm a big Mario fan, if you couldn't tell. Big Mario fan. I like the Mario franchise a lot. But recently, like, there's been nothing that's been, like, catching me with Mario recently. Like, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. I think the last time I got really, really hyped for something was, like, Luigi's Mansion 3. I literally think that's it. Like, I was hyped for the new Mario Strikers game, and I did say that on this channel. But then when it came out, I was kind of just like, yeah, it's just Mario Strikers, really. That's... So, but this Mario movie is looking very, very good. And I can't wait to see it next year when it comes out. You know, Jack Black as Bowser, Holly Day's Luigi. What else can you ask for? It's just great casting. Speaking of Mario, Super Nintendo World is finally coming to Hollywood. Yes. So, you don't know what Super Nintendo World is. It's basically Disney World, but with Nintendo and Mario stuff. So, it was only in Japan for a good while, but now it's coming over to America, and it looks actually the exact same, which is actually a good thing, because I was afraid that when it came over to other countries, they would make it not so good, because sometimes different countries, when they have things, they are slightly, you know, there's differences, for whatever reason, there's just differences. But no, Super Nintendo World is actually pretty much the same in Hollywood, so it looks great, and now there's a way for people to enjoy Super Nintendo World without that language barrier. The new Five Nights at Freddy's movie casting has been revealed. I am so excited for this movie. This is probably the most excited movie I'm excited for. English, but yes, Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming out probably, if I was to guess, late 2023 or early 2024, because this movie's been delayed so much, so it could get delayed again, and it's gonna take for a while for the recording, and the casting is pretty interesting for one sole reason, and that is because Shaggy, yes, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, is playing William Afton, aka the Purple Guy. That is insane. We never knew we needed a perfect casting. Like, we generally did not know we needed something so perfect until we saw it. I bet you no one thought about Shaggy being William Afton. Everyone probably had so many other theories of who it could be, but damn, no one expected Shaggy. But then when we all looked at it and saw it, we all just went, yes, Shaggy, what a good choice. But yes, I cannot wait for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that is coming out hopefully next year. But it's, and oh, one more thing about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Scott Cawthon did tweet, oh, I think he tweeted it, he put it up somewhere, that he could not believe that this movie is allowed to be shown to the public, which means they're not holding back on the gore. This movie is going to be violent, and I like that, because that's what Five Nights at Freddy's is, despite most of the fan base being children. Not the point. The point is, it's going to be such a good movie. Hopefully. I have high hopes. Speaking of horror movies, the Mean One, the Grinch horror movie, did come out. Have not watched it. It's probably really bad. But yeah, that's all I can really say, really, because I haven't seen it. It's just a horror movie on the Grinch. So if you like the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey, then you'll maybe like the horror one. I don't know. And last but not least, in other news, Avatar: The Way of the Water came out in cinemas, and I have not seen it either. But I did rewatch the first Avatar movie to catch my brain up with what's happened, and I gotta say, I really do like Avatar. I did like the first movie. I completely forgot that I did like the first movie because I forgot the first movie existed. Because, well, it's been so long since anything, obviously. Well, like, the only Avatar news other than this movie before this movie came out was just the Avatar game. I don't even know if that game's out yet. I don't think it is. But yes, Avatar: The Way of the Water is out. It's 3 hours long. It's, I think, from what I've seen from reviews, a lot of people like it. Like, a lot of people are saying this is like a 10 out of 10 movie. They also said, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard somewhere that they're possibly doing a director's cut of the movie, and the director's cut will be 9 hours long. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I just heard it somewhere, I don't even remember where, but I heard it. And if that's true, who is going to sit through a 9-hour film? It would have to be the perfect movie to sit through 9 hours. And if you have seen it, let me know in the comments what it was like, because I'm going to be seeing it soon, actually. So I would like to know realistically how good it is, so I know not to be falling asleep in cinema. And now on for Quicklash. The first section of Quicklash is all news from the Game Awards, and then the rest are just other news I picked up along the way from this month. Okay, so there's a lot. Okay, this is going to take a while. Get ready. So for the Game Awards, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania, Vampire Survivors Mobile, Remnant 2, Valiant Hearts, Coming Home on Mobile, Replaced, Returnal PC, Hellboy Web of Weird, Tekken 8, Post Trauma, Among Us Hide and Seek Game Mode, After Us, Hades 2, Judas, Bayonetta Origins, Destiny 2, Lightfall, Off-Blade, Dune Awakening, Death Stranding 2, Immortals of Avum, Meteor Maker, Nightingale, Wayfinder, Fire Emblem Engage Season Pass, Diablo 4, Banishers Ghosts of New Aiden, Blue Protocol, Transformers Reactivate, Company of Heroes 3, Behemoth, Warhammer Space Marine 2, Crash Team Rumble, Blood Bowl 3, Crime Boss, Rockay City, Baldur's Gate 3, Call of Duty Adamgrad Raid, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, and Wild Hearts. That was a lot of things shown at the Game Awards from what I remember. I might have missed something, but that's a lot. Now to continue with Quicklash, Overwatch 2 New Tank Hero, new Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta unit on Dragon Ball Legends, and finally new Dokkan Battle Summon animations and Super Superhero unit. That's a lot of news, I just hit you at once. And now I'm going to take a short break after naming all of the games. I'm a bit out of breath. So I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to now present to you Cheeto Head with his Words of Wisdom.
And now, Words of Wisdom with Cheeto Head.
Welcome back to Words of Wisdom with me, yours truly. I'm excited to be back to bring you guys some words of wisdom to help you get through the month. Now, this month's Words of Wisdom is as follows. Don't sweat the petty things, and don't pet the sweaty things. Until next time.
Thank you, Cheeto Head, for those words of wisdom. We could all use a little bit more of your wisdom every single day. And now for channel news. This is usually the part of Naughty News where I give a shout out to a subscriber or friend of mine or a viewer. But sadly, because I was making changes to my script today, I realized I forgot to put somebody in here. And then I was like, maybe I can quickly find someone 5 minutes before I record. That did not happen. It does surprisingly take a while before I be like, hey, I want to shout out this person. because I don't just look at someone and then go, hey, I'll just shout them out, whatever. Because that's not how that is, right? I'm not like that. I will generally look for someone to shout out if I feel like I want them to be shouted out, you know? Because a shout out is special. Even if it's for a small YouTuber like me, giving out a shout out is still something special. So I didn't want to just throw in some random name. But yes, there is no shout out for this month. I'm terribly sorry about that. But I do have a lot of channel news from usual, because usually I only have like one piece of news here and I'm done. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I hit 400 subscribers, which is just fantastic. And I'm so thankful that I did hit 400 subscribers, because I'm surprised anyone wants to watch my content. But yeah, I'm so glad I hit 400 subscribers, and I'm really thankful for you all for watching my content over the years, as well as watching Basement Gang and commenting on our videos and saying just nice things to us. It is very lovely, and I'm so glad that I've hit such an achievement. It's not that big, with, like, to a lot of people. A lot of people be like, oh, 400 subscribers? Okay. Most YouTubers have millions of subscribers, get over it, man. But for someone like me, it does mean a lot. So I'm glad I did hit 400 subscribers, and I thank you all for that very much. And speaking of this community of ours, I now have access to community posts. YouTube gave me access to community posts when for so long I couldn't do them. I don't know why I suddenly got access to it. I don't know if you have to do like some sort of thing to get access to it. It kind of just spawned into my phone one day. So if you haven't been keeping up, I have been posting on the community pages on YouTube. So take some look at them, because I do post community posts. Not regularly, but I do it every so often. So if you want to keep up with this community, and there is times where I don't upload much, you know, I might take a month of not uploading. So rather than just sitting there not doing anything, you can look at the community posts I'm posting, because I do stay active despite me not uploading. So yes, that's all I have to say about my community posts. I can post those things now. So if you want to just have a bit more interactive, if you want to interact more with this community, then that's how you're gonna do it. Despite me not being able to give a shout out, I can, however, talk good about my friends for a minute, because some of them are kind of popping off. Honestly, some of them are popping off. Cheeto Head is almost at 700 subscribers. Wow. Damn. So, and when I say almost, he's like, what, 2 subscribers away from it? So if you haven't already checked out Cheeto Head, I would advise that you do that, because this man is a great content creator. His editing is really good, and it's really like fun as well. His channel's just great. It's funny, and a lot of people, as well as myself, agree that he probably will be the next Thanos Gaming, honestly. So I want to see this man keep growing constantly. So if you haven't checked out his channel, please check him out and give him a sub, because this man deserves greatness. And another man who deserves greatness, because he himself is greatness. Goldie Kukon is almost at 300 subscribers. Oh, our channels are growing. Oddly enough, they're growing suddenly. I mean, all our channels occasionally go up or down, but recently all of us have been kind of growing up and like not non-stop. I don't know what it is with us recently, but Basement Gang has been doing pretty well. And Goldie Kukon is almost at 300 subscribers. So just like Cheeto Head, you guys need to check out Goldie. Goldie is honestly a pure-hearted human being. If you watch his content, you may think otherwise, because this man just talks about hentai all the time, but not the point. This man is pure. He is a pure soul, and I need to see this man go places. So please, give him a sub when you check out his channel, because this man is great. And I need him to upload more as well. This guy does not upload enough. Please, Goldie. For me, upload more. The last guy who we're going to be talking about on channel news, my boy Ben, also known as Seb, that one guy. But Ben has been growing so much recently. In the past month and a half, 2 months? In the past 2 months, I'd say. He's been growing, like, damn. He went from less subscribers from me. He went from like 300 and something to over 700 in a month. And half of that was in 1 week. This guy popping off. All because he did a horror game about balls or something. and then he made a birthday video, and everyone was wishing him happy birthday. So I guess you won't do good on YouTube, make a birthday video. A bit too late for me, but honestly, jokes aside, Ben has been growing a lot, and I'm glad. I'm really glad that he is, because Ben is one of my closest friends, and he's been there with me on this YouTube journey for a while now, you know. And he's also been the weatherman for Naughty News, you know. So he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to accept that. I needed someone for a weatherman, because usually news channels have weather reports. So I was like, I need a weather report and I need someone funny. So I chose Ben, but Ben could have said no. He's like, hey, I might do this once, but never again, because I don't want this to become a thing or whatever, right? But no, he's been doing it every single month, and there is months where he's had difficulties with it, because he's told me that before. You know, there's months where he can't think of something, so he throws out something that he may think is lazy, but honestly, despite it being lazy in his eyes, I still find it funny enough to put it in the video. So Ben has been growing a lot on YouTube, and I need him to keep growing. So once again, I'm really sucking off my friends by now, aren't I? But once again, give him a sub. This guy is great. But yes, I just want to say thank you, Ben, for being here on the channel for a very long time. The longest out of everyone in Basement Gang, really. You've been there the longest. And not only am I going to thank him for being a weatherman and being such a good friend and a good Basement Gang member, I'm also going to thank him for the weather report he's about to do now. So, Ben, for the weather report. Ben.
Well, Lee, I'm a little pissed. I'll tell you that. See, I came down here because I thought this would be some nice scenery while I, you know, give the weather a nice wee stream going on. I mean, look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. But then my shoe here is wet as hell, and I have a long walk home. So, you know, that's going to be very uncomfortable for me because it's cold and wet. I fell in here. I'm going to have to jump back over this. You know, fuck my life, I guess. Yeah, you know, the weather's windy, man. I'm pissed. These were good shoes. Well, this was a good shoe. This one still serves the purpose. I mean, you know, it's still a shoe. It's still, like, it still serves its purpose in life, you know. I'm just pissed, man. I have to walk with this shit. My foot probably smells of shit. I mean, it was literally only the shoe. So, like, you know, I'm grateful for that. But, like, you know, one shoe isn't as good as two shoes. Back to you, Lee.
Thank you, Ben, for that weather report. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to check out my Twitch channel, where I do not stream. I have not streamed in a while, but I do plan that someday to go back to streaming. And also check out my other socials like Twitter and Instagram. And I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye. But Final Fantasy, I'm having a stroke. Final Fantasy, I'm having a stroke. Final